of Appeal, Judge Kipchumba Katua Kigen has defended his suitability for the Supreme Court position, stating that his past professional ties to President William Ruto will not affect his judgment, vowing to remain a neutral and fair Supreme Court judge. Legal practitioner Anne Waseke and Justice Dr. Joseph Sergon were also interviewed as the Judicial Service Commission races to fill the vacancy at the Apex Court. Sheila Chelangat starts us off.
The Judicial Service Commission has begun interviews for a Supreme Court judge to fill the vacancy left by the death of Justice Mohammed Ibrahim as pressure mounts to stabilize a court currently operating just above the minimum quorum required to hear cases. Justice Katua Kigen's interview drew particular scrutiny, coming just 3 months after his appointment to the Court of Appeal, with commissioners questioning the timing of his application.
At least one stays in a job for 6 months to be evaluated for promotion.
Here for whether I'm competent. I also observed that quite a number of people have come to the Supreme Court directly from outside judiciary. And so judiciary is not necessarily a stepping stone for qualification to qualify for that office.
Further concerns were raised over his past professional links to President William Ruto. Kigen, who has practiced law since 1998, previously represented the president at the International Criminal Court, prompting questions about his perceived impartiality, especially in potential presidential election petitions.
The fear well, I can't say it is ill-informed. I can understand the concerns, but I just want to give the assurance that I would be fair and I would only deal with facts and the law.
Miss Anne Waseke Makori.
Hope you're not tired.
I need the job.
Told the panel she would rely on her extensive public service experience, including her tenure as chair of the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, if appointed to the Apex Court.
Is there a difference between a fresh election and a runoff?
Yes. I repeat, is open to all the candidates. Runoff is where you have 2 top candidates, then they will go just the 2 top, the 2 contending parties, if the top 2.
Yeah, so is it the Supreme Court who can order for a runoff?
Must admit, I'm not sure, but I know they can order a repeat election.
Justice Kiplagat Sergon, meanwhile, highlighted his long judicial career, telling the panel he brings over 3 decades of progressive legal and judicial experience, positioning himself as well-suited for the role.
With me, with time, I have developed research and writing skills, which are very, very important when it comes to judgment writing.
The remaining candidates, Justice Francis Kipruto Tuyot and Justice Abdullahi Mohammed Warsame, are expected before the panel on Wednesday, after which the commission will forward its nominee to the president. Sheila Chelangat for TV 47.
Just as